best life. Said I'm living my best life. Made a couple M's with my best friends. Turned all my L's into lessons. You see the whip pulling up, it's like.
Hey guys, Steffi G here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys liked my Christmas video. The reason I did that video was just to get into like the spirit, and because Christmas is so close. So today's video is a little bit different and it's more personal. So as you could tell by the title, this video is just a little bit of a backstory about what my life has been like for the past 2 years. So as most of you know, if you follow me on my social media, I have a long-term illness that isn't treatable. It can go into remission, but it doesn't mean, like, it's still there, but like it is asleep, if that makes sense. Whew. Okay, so what my illness is called is Crohn's, and you're probably thinking like, what is Crohn's? So Crohn's is a bowel disease, and as I said, it's non-treatable. There's two sides of the bowel disease. There's either ulcerative colitis or there's Crohn's. Both of them are really bad. But first of all, the doctors thought I had ulcerative colitis. So, well, I'm going to start from the beginning. So it was in, what are we in now? It was in 2016, January actually. I was away with a friend of mine, and I was feeling sick for a while, and things weren't right. I was in pain. I was getting symptoms that weren't normal, like it wasn't normal for me, like, to be happening. And I was really worried. My mum was worried, my dad, everyone was worried. So after a while, we went to the doctors, and they were even more worried. They're like, oh my God, we've got to get bloods, we've got to do this, we've got to do that. So we did what they said. And at the time, I wasn't a fan of needles, or who is a fan of needles, but I guess I had to get needles, I had to get scans. I was going to the hospital like all the time to get bigger scans, and meeting with all these different doctors, and meeting with doctors I didn't understand, and basically doing things that I would have never imagined doing. So the first step, I saw like a big doctor, a specialist, and he had an idea of what it was. So he then recommended me to a specialist, a gastroenterologist at the Children's Hospital, which is my doctor today. So we went there and we did, it's called an endoscopy and colonoscopy, and what it is a scope down your throat so like it can see all inside. So I had to do that, and the first time I just had to have tablets, and the second time, I've had them a few times. So then the first time we had the scope, they found out, oh, okay, well, it's this, ulcerative colitis. We'll put you on these like medications to make you better. So we did that, and they were working, but then they weren't. So we were trying a new medication, I think like every week. And I was getting frustrated because like I was only 14, turning 15 around the same, yeah, I think I was around 14, 15. And at that age, like, you're in high school and you're like really insecure about yourself, and to find out that I was really sick, I was like, I hated it. So yeah, and then they diagnosed me with ulcerative colitis, and then they put me on medications, and normally those medications would work, but knowing my luck, they didn't. So I was in and out of hospital, trying new medications. The doctors were getting frustrated because they couldn't figure out what was going on. Then they put me on this big medication that just changes you. It makes you put on weight. It makes your face really puffy. And at this time, I didn't tell anyone that I was sick. I only told my close friends because in case they would get worried that I'm not at school as much anymore. So I just told my close friends that what was going on. I updated them every time after an appointment. Excuse me. So yeah. And then during this time when I was on this steroid, it changed me. Like, I was a new person. Like, my face was like puffy, and like people were comparing me to things, and they didn't know I was sick at the time. And it really, I didn't let it get to me because, you know, even though I shouldn't have said that, but they didn't know I was sick. But again, they shouldn't have done it. But So yeah, and I didn't tell anyone. Like, I probably only told like a handful of people, like my family knew, but I made sure Mum didn't post anything because I was embarrassed of my illness. And then as things were getting worse, as we're going along, I started, like, you know, dealing with anxiety and, you know, depression and all that crappy side. But later down in October 2017, I think it was, yeah, they said, that's it, put you in for another colonoscopy and endoscopy. And turns out that I was on the side of Crohn's. So they were certain, they finally were happy that they can put me on meds that would make me better. But then you'd think from that moment on, things would get better. They didn't. They just went downhill from there. You know, they kept putting me on liquid diets where I couldn't eat. I could only have this popper, and I had to have a certain amount. I was losing my appetite. I just was I was losing lots of weight, and I ended up losing, I think it was around between 18 and 20 kilos. I was on a liquid diet for, I think, 6 weeks. I didn't eat food for 6 weeks. At this point, everyone knew what was going on. So my treatment for my Crohn's is I have to go every 2 months to go get treatment in my arm. I'm there for approximately 4 to 5 hours. So 2 hours is the drip is in my arm for 2 hours, and then the other 2 hours I have to like watch me. So you have to go there every 2 months, and like the next day I'm just knocked out. But the thing is, like, with this illness, like, it's kind of shown a new side of me. So when I was really, really sick, like, I'm good now. I still have it, but I'm really good at the moment. Like, I was that person that didn't like to talk about it. Like, my face would go red and people would say, how are you feeling? Or, you're looking great, or this kind of stuff. I was the kind of person that wanted to just leave it, like, make it invisible. Like, it's an invisible illness, and I want to treat it like that. Like, I don't want anyone to talk about it to me, or, you know, anyone to see me as a different person, because I'm still the same crazy person I am. Like, I'm just a normal 16-year-old with just an illness. And at first, for a while, I was letting that control me. But I'm at a stage now where I'm done letting it control me, that it's my turn to fight back. And then once my illness was great, then I started struggling mentally. I haven't spoken really about this with anyone, like, at all. Like, maybe a couple of my friends, and it was really hard. I didn't really know what the point of anything was, and my room was my best friend, and I wasn't hungry, I wasn't eating, I was losing lots more weight, and I just wasn't myself. And then I was back to the point of letting, even though Crohn's wasn't the problem, I was letting that be my excuse for always being down and, you know, controlling my life. And then we finally agreed to go see someone, and at the moment she's amazing, and she's helping me get through this journey, because sometimes in life, you know, you don't want to speak to your family or your friends about what you're going through. You just want to talk to a stranger that, you know, is their job, because me personally, I don't want to hurt my family the way I feel, because if it affects them, but I just want, so I don't really want this video to be very long, so I'm sorry if it's so long, but I just want to let you guys know all out there, is that if you're fighting an illness with no one knowing, a year ago I would have said, hey, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever, oh my God, it's up to you if you want to say it out loud. But where I am today, I think you need to show everyone how strong you are. And it's funny, because when I told everyone I was sick, the amount of support people have given me, and yeah, life is still gonna be crap. Like, you're still gonna go through friendship problems. You're still gonna go through just that horrible time of your life, and you're sad. But you just have to remember that, as myself at these last couple of months, I just remind myself that everything I've gone through, it's nothing compared to what I was going through that day. I've been through worse. So all you have to remind yourself is that if you have an illness, or to just, I'm slowly accepting that I have an illness, but I'm not letting it take over my life, even though sometimes I might let it. But even though I wake up every day, have medication, go to the hospital every 2 months, go to the hospital every week, it doesn't matter. That's just another life, and one door is for Crohn's and another door is just for myself. But I just want everyone to know out there, I want to thank you all for supporting me through these really hard 2 years. And thank you for the support and for still treating me like a normal person. I really appreciate all the love and support. And to my beautiful family and my friends, you all know I wouldn't have gotten through these 2 years without all of you by my side and pushing me through, and I would not be right here today if it wasn't for you all. So yeah, that's just a backstory about my life and my last 2 years actually. And I encourage anyone out there to speak up about your illness, because it feels so good just to speak up. And I've just basically told you the big things that's happened. Like, there have like little things that have happened, but these are the big things that I want to speak up and talk about. But yeah, so I just want to thank you guys for watching this video. I can't believe I'm doing this video, actually. A lot of my friends have told me to do it, but hey, you only live once, and I'm just gonna go hard at it. There's just a couple of shout outs I want to give out to people. So my family, obviously, my friends at school, that whatever battle you're fighting, I'm right by your side. So yeah, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and to leave your thoughts in the comments below, and turn on your post notifications for my upcoming videos, and to leave any video ideas as well in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day or whatever time it is you're watching this, and I love you guys. So yeah, peace out from Steffi G.